make him.
Okay,
you think he gave birth to
to
him?
that.
No DNA test in the 20s. She really didn't know.
Okay.
He's kind of husband.
I mean, but she didn't really hoe around.
There's,
There's also no implication in the book that the paternity is at all up for question.
Objections abstained.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Michael's right.
That's my
Well,
child.
everybody go home.
You don't think I wouldn't know that?
All right,
Has she
continue.
said anything racist at all yet?
You know anything about Gatsby?
Damn, that's a good
Go
point.
ahead and continue with your questioning for the witness.
Okay, give me a second.
Fuck the teacher.
Did you marry Tom for the money?
No,
Why did you marry Tom?
because Gatsby.
You agreed with his politics?
Let her finish the question,
sir.
Thank you. Did because he went in the army and just
Quiet off
never
stage, gang.
responded to me, so I was like, Tom's a backup.
Gatsby was already in the army when you slept with him and met him.
Oh, no, it happens so often.
I would like to call into question the mental stability of our client.
I would also
Couldn't you remember that? Client? You're not a client.
You're a witness.
Witness. Same difference.
What kind of lawyers you
I
buy?
have like a whole thing.
Wait, so your brain works and mine doesn't, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, my brain is
Oh,
so filled
so
with
the-
knowledge.
Oh, so when you called Nick my husband, was that your brain?
I don't. I mean, you.
Objection.
Objection.
To your line of questioning or rest.
Okay.
Women, am I right?
Here we go. Let's keep it serious.
You know the 3-starred ones yet?
There's so many words.
Not. You read the one on that paper, and there's 3-starred ones on the other one.
Oh wait, yeah, that's a good one. Were you aware of Tom's affair?
Yeah.
What?
Yes, she was.
Yeah.
In the beginning, everybody in the
because the- yeah.
room knew that he was calling his.
I know what I'm doing, guys. Chill. Hey, I actually read the book.
Did you?
I did.
I didn't know my wife that she was doing an affair with Gatsby.
Did he? What's the word I'm looking for? Did he like mess with somebody to get him to like
Instigate?
Is it instigate?
That's a 10th grade vocab word. We did it.
Yeah, but like instigate. Okay, I guess.
Instigate.
Did he
I didn't know my wife could
instigate Gatsby into hitting him?
I'd say yes.
Yeah. Because he's a sociopath.
No comment.
No comment.
Play the fed.
Plead the fifth.
So write your answer.
I got
That's
like
what the
nothing
fifth is.
for Daisy.
There's stuff on the notebook, too.
There's so many words.
Read the words.
Do either one of the other attorneys want to ask those questions, or?
Yeah, you guys haven't done
Yeah,
it.
What
Sam.
questions did
Samuel, here you go.
You can ask what questions need to be said.
Limit their legal team.
You guys are better at reading than me.
Shut up, Michael. They can't even get their lawyers in check. I mean, most of them are women anyways. Right?
What do they expect?
Kind of.
Women?
Just go and ask your 3 questions that you want to ask, and if they're repeated, so be it.
I almost feel bad for the man.
I just want to state
I was told
that only
Sam
I'm
got
allowed to be
questions.
sexist and racist. The rest, if you guys are, it's just how you are. Shut up.
No, you kept bugging me about it, and I said.
Objection.
That's the kind of
Counsel's
lawyers.
arguing with each other.
Okay, counsel, you guys are on the same team.
Can you confirm that you felt a genuine connection and emotional bond with Nick?
No.
Objection?
Nick, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't hear the
Wait,
question.
with Nick?
Would you
Yeah.
repeat the question, counsel?
You don't
Can you
feel anything?
confirm that you felt a genuine connection and emotional bond with Nick?
No.
Would you
What?
agree that Nick always treated you with respect and kindness, unlike Tom, who often belittled and discarded you?
Valid, yes.
No, hold on. I'm still objecting to that first question.
On what grounds?
Cousin-wise.
What do you mean that you didn't have, like, she said that she didn't have a relation, like, what'd you say, value or whatever?
I think just the way that it was phrased. Would you say that Daisy and Nick were close? Not like
In my
romantic.
Cousins.
opinion,
Yeah.
no, like in general.
Okay.
I feel like it was
That's
just
totally
Daisy
fair.
and
That's a
Gatsby.
fair answer. All right.
Were you and Gatsby drinking that night of the accident?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was driving during the night Myrtle was killed?
I don't know, I was drunk. No idea. It's just
Ma'am, you were
blacked
under
out.
oath.
I mean, it's within
It's the
reason to
truth.
say that she doesn't remember, I guess. Or she could plead the fifth. Or you could plead the fifth and say you don't want to answer that question.
I mean, I did answer it. Did I not?
You did.
Okay. Yeah.
Enough.
Alright.
Let's move on.
All right.
Okay.
That was it?
Okay. Anything for cross-examination?
Oh, yeah.
You can't.
Oh, man.
Blackout.
Let's start off with
Order in the court.
I don't know enough about last.
It's called safety.
Mrs. Daisy
That's
Buchanan.
I don't want to make eye contact.
I should be insulted.
A little bit.
Don't disrespect my illegal
All right,
team.
quiet off stage.
Was Gatsby driving the vehicle when it struck and killed Myrtle Wilson?
I don't know. I was drunk.
That's fair.
Evidence.
She did pass out.
The
Yeah,
evidence.
shut up. Seriously.
Oh my god.
Keep it classy.
Were you driving the vehicle?
Why did we let him go up there? I don't know.
Only God knows.
Actually, we do. I'd like to call in some evidence, some forensic evidence, on the steering wheel of Jay Gatsby's vehicle.
I'm going to jail, alright?
Don't worry, you're not on trial.
Should be, honestly. Her and
You
Gat.
get charged with like a accomplice murder, so.
You got multiple.
Oh yeah.
All of them. You have them all.
I get to see these, right?
Yeah, we'll show them to you after that.
To the people, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the evidence we have presented.
My wife's such a drunkard.
Suspend your disbelief.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the evidence I just presented to the judge was fingerprints on the on the steering wheel of Jay Gatsby's yellow
Rolls
Rolls Royce. I know English. We intend to have this evidence to prove to you that Daisy was driving the vehicle when it struck and killed Myrtle Wilson. That's her name.
Does my wife drive?
What's wrong with that?
Hair, 1920s, they couldn't do that. They couldn't do that until like the 1990s.
Okay, well it's still blonde hair and she's a blondie.
Whoa.
That's
Well, that's
Gatsby was
supposed to
Myrtle
be,
Wilson.
I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be Gatsby's hair found in the passenger seat.
Possible.
Yeah, Gatsby
If you take
was
it.
blonde, I think. At least it's that picture.
It doesn't matter what color the hair is. It's a piece of hair.
It's creative evidence.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
piece
We
of hair.
created it.
Okay, please continue.
It could be whatever hair.
So
it
you
wants.
know that now at least that you were the one who struck and killed Myrtle Wilson, the vehicle. That night when you were talking.
Objecting?
I don't know.
Say objection and say why you were objecting.
Okay. Objection.
On what grounds?
First of all, the fingerprints.
Wouldn't there be like
Yeah. They're
a whole bunch of fingerprints on
So
the
the
steering wheel?
fingerprints were on the steering wheel, and that means that she was at least driving the car at some point. We have it. So is Tom, and so is Gatsby.
And we
And I
found
guarantee
Daisy's
the
fingerprints.
fingerprints wouldn't have been
But
so
you would
accurate.
also
it wouldn't have been
found-
And then
just
with
because
the
she
hair-
drove the car
Okay,
at
all
some
right.
point.
With the hair in the passenger seat, you said it was Gatsby's?
Indeed.
I think that was the idea.
If he was driving and there was like wind or something, don't you think his hair could have like, I don't know.
I think it would have
Rolls Royce is
Oh,
never mind. Because you.
Okay, then how did the hair
Never.
stay in the car
This was
anyways?
leaning against the upholstery.
Where does it say that? I gotta say, objections abstained. We have no way of knowing whose hair it truly was.
That night when you got home and you talked to Mr. Buchanan.
I would never let my wife drive.
Continue.
I'm being honest.
Shut up.
Oh my God.
Continue.
No, we're
Continue,
skipping
sir.
over that then. If I can use that evidence. You knew about the affair between Tom and Myrtle Wilson
Yeah.
before her untimely demise. And you knew that before you began having an affair with Gatsby, correct?
Yeah.
Did you love your husband?
Yeah.
See, in marriage, we often talk to our spouses instead of trying to get revenge. Because that's what that was, right? You were
No.
upset that your husband was having an affair, so you looked for love elsewhere.
No. I just want a side thing, you know what I'm saying?
Keep it classy.
No further questions.
Valid. Am I good?
You are good, Daisy. Thank you.
That guy.
Tim, Dale, you guys have another witness?
He wants to bring you on for some reason. I have me.
Yeah.
I'm not a person.
Yeah, you are. You're right there.
You can't call me to the stand. I'm not
Damn
here.
it.
Okay.
All right. I will say that for this side, this is going to be your last witness if you want to call one more.
We'd like to call a surprise witness.
Okay?
I don't know his name. Some dude over there.
Who are you calling?
What's the
McAllis? All right. McAllis to the stand.
Who is McAllis?
McAllis was the man.
kid or the black guy?
McAllis was a
It's not the
friend
black
of
guy. The
Wilson's.
black guy never got a name.
Yeah, he was the friend
McAllis
of
is the... Yeah, I'll...
Phone down.
barber.
Who's questioning him?
Left hand on the boat.
Chapter 8.
Left hand. Left hand. You promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Basically, just get McAllis to say that Daisy was driving the vehicle. And that.
All right.
And Gatsby.
Mr. McAllis, am I saying that correctly?
Yeah.
Did you see what happened that night?
Yes, I did.
Can you explain what happened?
I was in my shop or whatever. On
Your
next-
coffee joint beside the ash heaps.
Okay, coffee joint on the other side of the street. And I witnessed Merle running out of the car shop next door, or across the street, and a yellow car or whatever hit Merle and killed her, then drove off.
Did you see who was driving the car?
Yes.
Can you please?
Objection. It never. I don't
Gallus
think
did
it
not
ever
see he
says.
was driving the car.
No.
No.
This person.
Yes. Because you told me what to do and now I can't do it.
So you were George's friend? What were you? Okay, and you got to see him that night?
Yes.
Okay, would you say he seems somewhat, mentally stable but unstable,
He seemed unstable.
Yeah. Like, how would I put this? Like, you putting on the happy face, just trying to seem
Normal.
presentable. Yes. Was he doing that?
Yes, I would say so.
So would you say if Tom came up to him
So glad I got the joke.
and, told him who did it, do you think Tom would be able to tell you he was going to do something bad?
I would say that he would do something bad if another person told who killed his wife.
Ask him if
Well, the truth.
Nick was lying. Like,
Did you ever see Myrtle come out with strange bruises or anything? Like,
You ever see that?
cough George's wife.
Yeah, I don't think he would.
Information not available in the text.
Did I visit George's house earlier?
You walked over. Went over. While his neighbor was trying to persuade him, a violent racket broke out overhead. I've got my wife locked up in there, explained Wilson. She's going to stay there till the day after tomorrow. McAllis was astonished. They had been neighbors for 4 years and never thought Wilson was capable of such a statement.
Alright, okay.
So I don't think when anyone spoke to him, he invariably laughed in an agreeable way. He was his wife's man, is not his own. So I think you view George as kind of like a meek dude, and you are blown away by the fact that he had the gall to lock his wife up. So I don't think you would have seen bruises before.
Oh, okay. So you noticed that he locked his wife, his beautiful wife,
I'm on page 136.
in the attic?
Yes, something like that.
Okay. And did you see her run into the street or anything?
yeah, he said that.
So did she say anything as she was running into the street? Or
Roll a perception check.
was it?
I don't think you would have heard. Yeah. She was yelling Tom. In the movie, she was yelling. Maybe you heard that briefly.
Okay, yes.
She was yelling Tom or Tom.
So my question to everybody would be, why was she yelling Tom?
This is save it for the closing argument, sir.
Do you think that maybe she was yelling Tom because Tom was there to rescue her?
Probably.
I called myself the rest.
All right, cross-examination.
Are we gonna allow them to have another?
They get one more witness.
Great.
was threatening Tom.
So,
Oh my God.
it is your belief that Daisy saw Tom in the car, ran to the Myrtle saw Tom in the car, ran to the car, and you think the person in the car was Tom there to rescue her.
I don't know if that's what he just said.
That's you. She saw Tom, thought that Tom was there to rescue her.
It's not, if that's what it said, especially according to the book, it's impossible to see who was driving the car.
But we just said that. We just said that she was saying Tom because she thought that he was there to rescue her.
Because she recognized the car, not because she saw him inside.
But that.
Those are two different things. Just clarify.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so he did not see Tom in the car.
Right, but it is reasonably can believe because she, even as she was running to the car, thought that Tom was in the car, even though it's a hoodless car, it has no top, so she should be able to see right in the car.
Did Mikey Ellis even know about Tom?
Do you know who Tommy Cannon is? I mean, he was a close friend of your friend. he'd stop by regularly.
Right.
So-
See him across the street.
Right. So, as far as you're aware, Myrtle saw Tom in the car, because there's no hood, and he...
Saw the car that Tom was driving. Did not see Tom in the car.
No, again, I'm not saying he saw Tom. I'm saying he thinks that Myrtle saw Tom, because she was running to the car, and even as she was running to the car...
He'd be very, very wrong, because he wouldn't be able to see in the car.
Well, it's not about whether he's wrong, it's whether he thinks.
What do you think, McAllis?
I would probably think that, he would think that Tom, she would think that Tom was in the car.
And you have no reason to believe otherwise.
No, I don't think so.
Objection. There is evidence that states that Tom was not driving that car. And there was
Being what evidence? The fingerprints that would also have...
That evidence does not... Yeah.
Nope, not that.
The debate is between these two, the judge and the attorney right now.
on the fact that Tom did drive his car to George's garage.
That's true too. So McAllis would have seen Tom arrive after the fact.
And the fact that Nick said that Daisy and Gatsby left in that car.
Did he hear that?
He was in the courtroom.
I think if we were running a real court of law, he might not have heard that. But either way. Okay.
Yeah. He was up front.
Objections sustained, sir.
Okay.
Any
So,
further questions?
do you have any further questions, Dan?
No.
Okay.
Suppose not.
All right, cool. McAllis, you may step down. Alexis, Samantha, would you guys like to call any other witnesses?
No.
What?
Okay,
What?
we do have time
Do
for
it.
one more witness. If you guys want to call one more witness, Michael Steve.
Ah.
They're waiving their last
Yep.
witness.
I would like to call Jordan Baker up to the stand.
I don't want. I didn't want all of Logan's breath to go to waste.
Look good, Jordan. Logan. Oh,
Where's his notes?
Bailey,
Notes are gone.
Oh, in your hand. Do it with the left hand. Thank you. Right hand here. Gotcha. You promise to tell the whole truth. Nothing but the truth.
I sure do.
All right, Miss Baker. Were you and Nick dating?
It was a little.
It was a little fling. Did you know that Nick had a lover back home?
I do not work with his lover I'm hearing about right now.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
I did not at all.
All right. Did you enjoy dating Nick?
No.
No. Why? Are you guys still together?
No, he loved Gatsby more than he could ever love any other woman, so I had to move out back west.
So, how did you guys break up?
Well, he was just over the phone, and I told him I couldn't do it anymore.
So, you guys broke up over the phone?
Yeah.
All right. So, would you consider Mr. Carraway over there to be more, what is the word, obsessed over Gatsby than anyone else?
Yes.
So,
He did write a book about him.
he did. He did. He really did. Let's see here. Do you think that Nick is a good person?
I mean, I guess.
Did you
He's
love
not
him?
a bad person.
Did you love him?
Never did.
Never did. Huh. Man, that breaks my heart, Nick. No, it doesn't.
Keep it classy.
Now, did you know about the affair between Daisy and Gatsby?
I was made aware.
You were
shortly
made
after it
aware?
happened, yes.
All right. Now, did you know about the affair between Tom and Myrtle?
Yes.
All right. Now,
Not her specifically.
oh,
I did
but
know.
Tom was having an affair?
Yes.
All right. Now, what happened first, Tom's affair or Daisy's affair?
Tom's affair.
Tom's affair. All right. Would you say that Daisy having an affair with Gatsby was sort of, payback to Tom?
I wouldn't say it was because of payback, but I'd say that it could be considered.
Could be considered payback. All right. Now, let's see here. What other questions do I have? What? What? Why are you following me?
I'm not gonna ask her a question yourself.
Okay. Jesus, man.
Just a few more things here, Miss Baker. Now, we all know that Mr. Buchanan can be a bit much sometimes.
Yes, very much, yes.
And despite he's a bit pretentious, would you say he's a good man?
No.
And why is that?
Well, I'd say that he is a racist and that I've heard some things about him that are quite unpleasant.
Would you say that Tom only wishes for the betterment of the human race?
No.
Michael, sit down. Sit down. Sit down, Michael.
Let me out, my cage. Let me out.
Michael, sit down.
Michael, let me out.
He's got points. We agree.
Shut up.
Wants people to be better. Wow, you can't even love a man like Nick.
I don't love him either.
Michael. But we don't like Nick.
Michael, sit down.
I hate him.
Nick,
That
or
knocked
not.
out us.
Michael, sit down.
I wonder.
Sit down. You just made our case. Didn't know he was racist.
Yeah. Okay, alright.
Oh my god.
Actually, wait, objection. How does Jordan know that Nick is racist, or that Tom is racist?
Because I wonder why, Michael.
Racist in a lot of conversations that Jordan.
Dude, they sat down at the dinner table. for
Tom
like
is
5
openly
minutes.
racist.
Find the page number for you. But anyway, go ahead.
I have a question.
Yeah, I want to see how you rebound.
A question for me.
We just lost.
Are you Heath Ledger or Joaquin Phoenix?
Heath Ledger.
We have 3 ghosts.
Why
in
not
this
Jack
courtroom.
Nicholson?
Yeah. I mean, he's obviously
Anyway, moving on.
Okay. So, you remember the night that Tom figured out all about this affair? Yes, I do. So, would you say Tom was very much hurt by this? Like, yes. So he loved Daisy. Yeah. More than Myrtle? I'd say that, yeah. So it could be argued that he was a family man at heart. I wouldn't go that far. But other than his weird, outlandish ideals, I guess.
Yeah,
we
we're
could
normal
say.
for the time.
Well, we're normal for his time.
a little extreme for the time, so.
Imagine that being
Not really.
racist.
Not really.
I mean, he did, cheat on his wife, which had a child of his.
Which was also normal at the time.
And not as
Actually, I did the research behind this, actually. 33% of men cheated on their wives back then.
Wow.
That's a very
Sounds like
sounds
like a high school statistic.
Yeah.
But I rest.
Cross,
I
any
mean-
questions from Cross?
Michael,
All right.
could have just sat down when we told you to sit down.
So you didn't love my client. Is that illegal?
I would say no.
Do you have to? You said it was a fling, right? Did either of you ever say it was exclusive part in, like, specifically?
Could you restate that question?
Did either of you, in this
Final
little
stage?
fling of yours, specifically say that it was an exclusive relationship between you two?
I'm sorry,
No, you didn't.
relevancy?
Well, yeah.
They brought up the fact that my client was cheating on Jordan with his fiance.
No,
with the other
objection.
girl.
You guys did bring that up.
No, we were bringing up that he was cheating on his fiance back home with Jordan.
Right, so it's still relevant. Yeah, it's still relevant off that information.
I'm sorry, disregard what I said.
So he wasn't cheating on you. At worst, he was cheating on his fiance, which, according to the other team, wasn't that bad for the time. 33% of men, statistically. I mean, at least my client isn't even actually
Save it for the closing
married to
argument.
her.
Save it for the closing argument. You have a question?
Any questions?
How's your day, man?
All right. Why don't
Whoa.
you rest and we can get to closing arguments? Okay. Thank you, Miss Baker.
Yep.
All right.
So, he looks like he's in a prison
Closing
uniform.
argument first.
I say we went first, they should go first.
They went opening argument first, so they'll do closing argument first.
Mention how Nick already. Mention how Nick looks like he.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I believe, without a shadow of a doubt, beyond a shadow of a doubt, I have proven that not only is he guilty of all charges, look at him, he is a stupid, misogynistic,
Hey,
racist butthead
keep it calm, keep it classy.
Please keep it classy.
who may
Your lawyer stood up for you.
or may not beat women. Who we said?
Speculation.
Speculation. We've proven that he beats
I
all
don't know
women.
if you are allowed to. Well, I think the court can shut him up during closing arguments. Anyways, go ahead and finish. Go ahead
Alright,
and
guys, I need
finish
you
your
to
point,
be
Gavin, but
very
make it-
violent.
Very much.
Make it a little bit less combative, but go ahead.
That's all.
Okay. Did either other of the attorneys want to make any closing arguments?
Alexis, nothing. Whole trial.
She did a lot of writing before the trial.
Agreed. Okay. Timmy,
We
go
only
ahead.
have one closing statement from this team, right?
What?
One closing statement?
Sure.
Okay.
As I bring this statement to a close, my great people of New York,
Too much flattery, Timmy.
I leave you with some food for thought. Albert Einstein once said, "This world is a dangerous place to live, not because of people who are evil, but because of people who don't do anything about it." Another person said something similar. Who was that? Martin Luther. In the end, we will not remember the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends.
The irony of invoking Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
Right. Also, he hasn't lived yet, but go ahead and continue.
Silence brought the death of the great Gatsby and the beautiful Myrtle Wilson. And it's a good thing he's dressed like a devil, because he truly is one.
Talk about combative.
Hey, you can be combative, we can be combative.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, please take this time to deliberate and come to me with your answer once you're done.
Okay, so jury members, let's gather in the center of the room. Bring your worksheets with you with your pie charts.
Yeah, I think we're doomed, Michael. I wonder why.
It's not my fault.
What do you mean? We told you to stop.
I was expecting
Like, we couldn't hide the sexism, but we could have hide the racism. But you blew it right out of the water.
I wasn't expecting Jordan to talk about the racism. I thought Jordan was on our side. Who didn't bribe Jordan?
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, let's go.
Bribe Jordan, why'd you tell?
Who didn't bribe Jordan?
Nobody did.
Buchanan, this is on you.
I see a lot of jury members that are still sitting in their chairs. Let's go. You guys have one job to get points for this 100-point assignment. Yes, Alex, what's your question?
I was supposed to be up there too.
Alex, Xander, I'm sorry. What's your question?
Because literally no one except for Schaefer thinks Nick is guilty.
Is my phone over there still? Well, I feel like Mr. Schaefer should be the president in this area, and that he'd give me a presidential pardon when I get arrested for sexism and racism.
Guys,
I only have 9 jury members.
listen, I think everyone is in agreement that having Nick and Tom on stand is the dumbest thing. Neither Tom nor Nick.
Alex, are you not a jury member?
So when all these jury members just take whether who's better, Nick or Tom, they're gonna say Nick.
Journalist.
Whether our court trial said anything or not.
All right, cool. All right.
Because literally neither of them had to do with the death of Gatsby. So they're gonna pick whoever they liked more. And everyone.
All right, hush.
Gather around in a nice little circle here. We can all talk about it.
So.
All right. So let's just do a quick.
We weren't gonna let no matter
First
what.
off, let's appoint the lead juror.
There was no
Who's
chance.
the lead juror that's going to read the verdict?
Did you give it to
me?
We kind of figured
why we
Yeah, I didn't think about Martin Luther. I did that. They are real close.
It's worth an extra 20 points.
But they are
I don't know, let judges some choice.
Yeah, that person that don't exist yet.
Okay, let's vote between Ryan or Candace.
Stupid.
Oh, what? Cameron.
Well,
Sorry.
I don't know about you guys, but I thought that judge was a choice bit of calico.
Yeah, I know. That's fine. I'm a
So I just got banned from which they just banned over 44,000 people.
Cool. So you are leading this up.
And
You can be a part of this.
All right.
scroll down, Mike.
Fellow jurors, please come. I feel like it's Nick. He was basically the mastermind.
That's nice,
of the
right?
whole thing.
Why'd you get that banned?
No,
They just banned over 44,000 people.
Why?
Nick did
For funny, they say.
anyone. He led this happening.
I can't say. Or like work on chest
Alright, well, let's get some other people.
Yeah.
I think there's more evidence.
If you didn't have if you actually had a good person that was live without Schaefer interrupting you, it would be powerful.
He's admitted to, he's not many people have admitted to him being angry and outbursting, which would give him a reason to after finding out about
Yeah, he was on.
cheating that was going on, do something.
Oh, I'm talking about.
Yeah, well said. I was going to send you guys out of the room.
Can I rebuttal?
Counsel, please leave the room.
Okay, damn it. Book. In a good cinematic concept.
What?
Okay, so let's at least go around the room and say
Martin Luther Jr. dumbass.
I was coming over.
5 seconds, Michael. So who are you leaning towards? We know he's leaning towards Nick.
That was pretty rough.
So is anybody besides him leaning towards Nick? Or leaning towards Tom? So we're all Team Tom?
Get out of here.
Alright, so why Tom? People who are saying Tom. And like what percentage you got, what are your percentage splits?
I got 70.
Okay, racist and aggressive.
I got 60 on Tom, 40 on
60-40, okay. Does anybody else have a bigger split, or is that roughly what we all have? So, what's your split? Okay, what's your split? You guys are doing a great job. Good job. Alright. It's about who's the most at fault for Myrtle's death, Gatsby's death, and just all the horribleness. Alright.
I mean, Nick, but Tom has more ethical things.
Well, orchestrate is a strong word, all he did was write the book.
I think when it comes to setting everything up, it goes to Nick, but when it comes to getting the worst person, kind of leading with the gas.
Yeah, this is not a question of who's the worst person.
Yeah, I know. But like I feel like when it comes to leading the person, it's Gatsby's definitely with Tom. Nick kind of built it up and said it.
Yeah.
Said it itself.
Yeah. Tom has more evidence, but I think it would be Nick.
But is he to blame for all the events?
I mean, he did like help Gatsby and Daisy in the relationship.
And
Didn't even help Tom.
keeping it a secret.
Yeah.
Could you say help or just give Gatsby confidence to do what Gatsby wanted to do?
If Mick didn't show Daisy to Gatsby, then we wouldn't have the death of Merle. Because that whole trip to the town wouldn't have happened.
But he was already cheating.
I mean, Myrtle could have lost out in front of another car.
Tom was, but
Daisy,
he's saying that if Nick had hooked up Daisy and Gatsby, they never would have went into town.
Yeah.
and came out of town with Jay-Z and Gatsby, then ran over Merle. But that wouldn't have happened if Nick didn't.
Alright, so let's take a quick pause. It was Nick and all Toms. Is anybody moving over towards Nick a little bit?
I was going with Nick, but Tom has more allegations against him.
Okay. Is anyone, so no one's moving closer to Nick at this point? We're all still Tom's the most at fault? Okay. Alright, are we more or less unanimous then? I know you have your feelings, but this is the court of law.
I feel like it's more towards Tom.
Okay, so you're gonna be the lead juror, so Tom 4, and then what percentage are we giving you? 64?
I'd say
35?
65.
62, 38. Perfect.